ending this! This is the end.
Alright everyone, JB here. We're back with another Dragon Ball Z video on the channel today. Now today, gonna be doing another one of our weekly crystal guides here on the channel. So, anniversary, we just got the Legends info earlier today. Keep in mind that the anniversary does start on the 24th. They pretty much confirmed that 24th is gonna be when the anniversary starts. 23rd is going to be when they have the Legends info, revealing all the different stuff and the event. So we got about 3 weeks, not a lot of time in terms to save up crystals, but hopefully you guys been saving, before then. So we're going to go over everything this week that we can get from crystal wise. I haven't been uploading as much, I'm not going to really talk too much about it because, it's just, sometimes it happens. So, but yeah, we're back. And we're gonna go over all that. So if you're new around here, just leave a like on the video and join the channel. Very much appreciate it. Or if you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, drop a like down below. So a couple things to go over. First is the login bonuses. We currently have, I believe, 4 of them currently going on. So first one's gonna be our weekend login bonus. You log in over the weekend, it's 100 crystals. And then you have your daily login bonus, which if you log in over a week basis, that is 70 crystals. Now the other 2 are going to be the campaign bonuses, the login bonuses. So we have one, this one is for like golden week. So if you log in every day, you get up 200 crystals. I believe it's for 7 days. Yeah, so for a week. And yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do. It ends on the 7th. You have about a week. So hopefully you guys have just been, just logging in. And then the other one is going to come from the current campaign that's about to end pretty soon, which is the Dragon Ball Saga campaign. Don't know if they have it pulled up on the page right here, but I do know that it is 100 coming from the login bonus itself. So we're going to add that really quick. All right, so some of the things got reset this week as well. One of them I'm going to go ahead and mention is co-op. It's got reset. You know the drill. So if you're new around here, where you're getting all these crystals from is your first time rewards. That's 10 right there. Your challenges. So make sure you do that for each and every difficulty. And then that's about 300-ish. And then you're going to get an additional 300 coming from the shop. It's going to be all the way at the bottom. So keep in mind, some people didn't know this if you're new, but it's going to be an extra 300. So if you're doing your, your daily co-ops, you're eventually going to have enough crystals, the little medals to get the crystals out of there. So it's going to be 606, and we're a little under 1,000. So we also have Tournament Power. This is, I believe it's getting ready to reset. So Tournament Power, if we go down here really quick, I'm starting to, do it this way. That way it has the information pulled up for you guys. So there's 2 leads that I like to mention. It's going to be either the S lead or the Z lead. Those are going to be the most, crystals you're going to get, because anything below that, you're not really getting a bunch of crystals, so to say. So S lead, if you do everything, you do all your fights, the final boss, you're getting crystals from the final boss, your ranking, and the missions. That is all going to add up to 850 crystals in total. So if you're at least getting in the top, let's say 10%, that's 400. Final boss is about 250. And then you also have a different ranking system where you get an additional 100, and then also your missions. So if you guys are wondering what that is, I'm going to show you guys really quick. Now missions, that's going to come from right here, so all the way somewhere towards the bottom. Tournament Power, you're going to get 100 just from playing Tournament Power. And then if you hop over here to Tournament Power, that's PvP. We'll hop over here, and then, as you see, I don't really play Tournament Power, so your boy is really at the bottom. But you're getting an additional 100 from this rank for the season rewards, and then your rank rewards are going to come from right here. So if you can get in the top 10% or top 5% of the S League, you're going to be getting either 850 or more. So for the Z League, bare minimum, if you're playing really good and you're able to stay in the Z League, you're going to get up to 1,500 crystals. But we're going to add 850 at the bare minimum. Let's just say, some of you are in the S League, maybe you're not playing as much. So with that being said, we also have the daily stamp and the mission plan. Daily stamp, you know how this thing works. You do your your dailies every week. It's 500 crystals. Every 2 weeks is 1,000. We're doing this weekly based, so it'll be 500 added to that. The mission plan should have reset for most of you a couple days ago, or by now it should have reset it. So it's gonna be 500 on the free play side. So we're gonna go ahead and add that. All right, so we're a little bit under 3,000, and we also have some more of these missions. So this is going to be probably the last week since the campaign is confirmed to end on the 7th. So, and then after that, we're getting a countdown for the anniversary. So, you know, that's always nice. It's going to be 200 coming from this. Just make sure you guys are just using Dragon Ball side of, characters and doing your co-ops. Some pretty simple stuff and just playing the raid. So, easy crystals just for you to just play the game. And then there's also the Elixir, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably saying it wrong. This is the little battle thing that you play every 3 days. Now, the one thing I do like, you're gonna get 200 from this, so we're gonna add that. But the battles, right? When I went on here, they don't disappear. So they don't disappear until you clear it. So let's just say you kind of just didn't do it, when it first popped up for every 3 days. Because at first they used to take away the battles. So if you didn't complete it by then, you weren't going to be able to go back and do it. But what they did is, which I'm really liking, they just kept it on here. They kept it on here where you can just play them, and pretty much you just play the battles. Pretty simple stuff, nothing too hard. Another thing that we have this week is the raid. We got the new raid for the Golden Week, Golden Raid. It's gonna be 700 in total. I am on the last 2 steps, so I can just kind of see, how much we're getting from this. So not bad. We're getting 700 from this. And then I believe there's only one thing really left, maybe 2. We do have the Let's Fight. Love to mention that. So this same thing, make sure you're doing it every day, weekly. Make sure you're bringing characters that are friendship rank 1. When you're bringing those are going to give you the most, amount of crystals. So make sure you guys are bringing those characters, like it says right here, friendship rank 1 for some of these characters right here. And pretty simple stuff. Bare minimum you can get 150, between that 150 to 200 range. I like to put 200 because it just doesn't take much effort for this. It's pretty simple. Just nothing too hard, right? But with that being said, I believe that's about it. We're a little over 4,000 crystals this week from everything that that's came, and not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Good week, solid week. Hopefully this was helpful for anybody that's looking to just keep stocking up those crystals. I did do one rotation on the new banner. I didn't really make a video about it, but I did one rotation. I pulled a new Goku, so I might do a showcase on him for you guys. He's only at 3 stars, so. But that being said, it's good to be back. Hopefully you guys let me know. I forgot to mention in the video, but I did make a post about some possible updates that you guys would like to see or some changes. So make sure you guys are checking that post out in the community tab. Because pretty much I'm gonna make like a video about that probably before the anniversary starts. So probably like a week before. But with that being said though, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and it was helpful. As always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.